What up YouTube, it's your boy ProfessorStix and I'm back again with another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you rise above the average. Now today we're talking about another SMG. We're talking about a gun that literally has no recoil. The damage profile absolutely slaps. It can be used at short range, medium range, and even long range. You can be confident that if you see somebody with the doof and you're further away, you're definitely gonna win that gunfight. You can be very confident that if they're using the meta, the MP5, the R9, the MP7, that you will win your gunfights, because not only does the gun have no recoil, it's got the most damage when you're hitting your headshots, and on top of that, you can actually use it outside of 50 meters. What type of gun can you use outside of 50 meters and it's an SMG? We're talking about the AUG, baby. But before we get into the damage profile, before we get into the situational profile, before I talk about the attachments, and of course, you know, I got to give you the recoil pattern and the recoil control. Listen, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, all right? If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and consider turning on notifications so you don't miss another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you get better right now. All right, let's get right into the damage profile. Listen, the AUG shoots 750 rounds per minute. That's just 50 bullets less than the MP5. All right, so it's very comparable. Listen, 55 damage to the head, which means it takes 5 shots to down a fully armored opponent when you're hitting those headshots. Remember, I said this thing has no recoil, so you're definitely going to be hitting those headshots. All right, 34 damage to the chest and stomach, which means it's going to take 8 shots to kill, and 30 damage to the limbs, which means it's going to take 9 shots. But you're not going to be hitting no limbs. You're going to be hitting headshots, and you're going to be hitting chest shots because this gun literally has no recoil. It's just vertical recoil. So I'm going to show you guys that later on in the video when we go over the recoil pattern and how to control the recoil. What is the situational profile for the AUG? Listen, you seen the clips, my guy. You're seeing the clips. Bam, you can use this gun at short range, you can use this gun at medium range, and you can use it at long range. It's actually one of the only SMGs that you can use outside of 50 meters. That's absolutely insane. So tell me why you haven't tried out the AUG yet. It's because you're so used to the doof. You're used to the MP5. But listen to me. If you put this into your loadout, you've seen the clips. Yo, their man's running around with the MP5, the doof. And the AUG is literally slapping them in their face. They're probably looking at the kill cam like, this guy killed me with an AUG? What the heck? So guys, make sure you include the AUG into your loadout. Try it out. It's definitely good for those who are the point mans. You're the run and gun style. Again, you can be confident that you will win your gunfights if you are using this gun outside of 50 meters because it slaps, all right? Especially with the 60 round drum mag. Yo, forget all the long talk. I'm gonna go into the attachments. I'm gonna show you guys how to build the best AUG ever for max damage and max range and literally no recoil. And then I'm gonna show you guys a recoil pattern. You're gonna be like, yo, this thing doesn't move, bro. It literally doesn't move. All right, yo, guys, let's get right into it. All right, guys, so as promised, here are the attachments for the AUG. First, you want to go with the monolithic suppressor. That's going to give you the sound suppression and the damage range. Then you want to go with the 407mm extended barrel. You can go with the lightweight, but I like that this barrel, the extended barrel, gives you recoil control. And as you saw earlier in the video, this gun literally has no recoil. You can use it at short range, you can use it at medium range, and you can even use it at long range. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the 407mm extended barrel. Second, you want to go ahead and put on the Merc foregrip. This is going to help you with the vertical recoil, but also with hip fire, and it's going to give you added recoil control. So again, you can go with the Commando foregrip, which is going to give you that left to right aim stability. But for me, I'm going to be using this as an SMG, so I'm going to go with the Merc foregrip. I like putting Merc foregrips on all of my SMGs. All right, then you're going to go with the NATO 60 round mag. Guys, this is what makes this gun an absolute unit. It's going to give you extra damage range. It's going to give you extra damage. It's going to give you more bullets to work with, so you can just keep letting that thing sing. And it's going to add down enemy opponents. You're going to be able to flick onto the next enemy and take out an entire squad pretty much with one drum if you're really hitting those headshots. All right, so go ahead and put on that. And then you're gonna wanna go with the rare grip, which is the stippled grip tape. This is gonna give you ADS back. It's gonna allow you to get a little bit more ADS because, you know, the ADS on the AUG is not as nice. And then it's also gonna give you that sprint to fire. So if you're running and gunning, you're gonna be able to shoot a lot faster when you're coming out of a sprint. But if you'd like, you can also put the tack laser, which is going to give you back on the ADS, and it's going to give you aim stability and aim walking steadiness. But for me personally, I like the stippled grip tape because I'm going to be able to just sprint to fire a lot faster, especially when you're coming around those corners, when you're storming a building, you're trying to tack. And I use auto tack sprint, so for me, it just works better. All right, guys, we're going to jump into the private lobby. I'm going to show you guys the recoil pattern and then how to control the recoil. Let's get it. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the recoil pattern for the AUG. We're just going to aim down sight and let it rip. Now, this is the entire clip, and so that's why you're going to see that's going to go all the way up. But as you can see, those first 3 shots are very tight, and then it has a little skip, and then it goes pretty much straight up and to the left slightly, and then straight up again. So when we say a gun has no recoil, we're not saying it doesn't move at all. What we're saying is that it doesn't have that left to right shakiness, or it doesn't have that spread out recoil pattern where all the bullets aren't as tight. As you can see, the bullets are very, very tight. They're almost overlapping each other, and so the recoil is going to be very manageable. So if you go even a little bit further, let's show you guys at about 50 meters here. This is about 50 meters. You can see that it's a little bit more spread apart, but it still has blocks of tightness. So right here, it's still pretty tight. Right here, it's still pretty tight. But again, it's going straight up and then veering off to the left. Even up here, you can see that it's still kind of very tight. So all I'm pretty much saying is that this gun is very easy to control when it comes to recoil. Pretty much all you're going to be doing is pulling down on your right joystick slightly and then kind of compensating for when it starts to bounce to the left. So I'm going to show you guys right now. All right, look how tight that is. You are definitely going to be hitting a lot of headshots with this. You're hitting a lot of people in the chest with this. So guys, make sure you jump into a private lobby, practice that recoil control. I'm going to show you guys the MP5 just so you can see the recoil control compared to the meta. All right, so here's the MP5. When I say a gun has no recoil, this gun has recoil. You're going to see. So as you can see, this gun has a lot of recoil. It bounces left and right. It's still pretty tight, but you're going left and right a lot. It's not as tight as the AUG that goes straight up. And so when we say a gun has no recoil, the AUG has no recoil. The MP5 has a little bit of recoil, and you just got to learn to manage it. So there you guys have it. If you learned something new, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for notifications so you don't miss another Call of Duty Warzone video to help you get better right now. All right, guys, as always, make sure you drop into Verdansk and frag out. Peace.